Hello everyone, this is Canatlantic. With the gradual opening of the school, many students are ready to go to Canada. But for everyone who is studying abroad for the first time, there must be many questions about this journey. Today we will give you a detailed explanation of the instructions and steps to travel to Canada. The preparation before departure is particularly important, including the materials that must be carried, baggage, check-in requirements, and COVID-19 requirements. The first is the important identification documents, including passports, Canadian visas, letter of arrival, school offers, payment receipts for study programs, guardianship letter and homestay letter. Among them, only students who arrive in Canada for the first time need to have a letter of arrival, and only students who are not accompanied by a parent need a guardianship letter. The above documents must be originals, and it is recommended to prepare several copies, or keep them in the electronic devices that you carry with you. At the same time, due to the pandemic, travelers who have received 2 or more doses of vaccines certified by the Canadian government also need to carry the proof of vaccination with them and fill in the information in the app ArriveCan. This part will be introduced to you in detail later in the part about pandemic-related requirements. If the originals of the above documents are not in English or French, you need to entrust an authorized translation agency to translate them. Note that all the materials described above must be carried with you and must not be checked in. We also recommend that you bring some other items with you to ensure a smooth journey. The first is the detailed residential address and contact phone number in Canada to prevent the destination from being unable to be reached. The second is a credit card that can be used for international payment, or a small amount of cash, to avoid the inability to pay. Then it is recommended to bring a mobile phone with IDD service, which can be used as an emergency contact method, and mobile phones with translation software installed or electronic dictionaries to communicate when necessary. After that, it is best to bring some of masks, disinfectant tissues, or hand sanitizer not exceeding 100 milliliters. The last thing to note is that devices containing lithium batteries, such as laptops, cannot be checked in and must be carried with you. The checked baggage is relatively broad. It should be noted that it is recommended to bring a few sets of formal clothes to deal with formal occasions such as speeches in the school. If you travel to Canada in winter, you need to bring some winter clothes. Students who wear glasses can prepare 2 glasses as much as possible to prevent damage. You can bring some electrical appliances, but it should be noted that the voltage in Canada is 110 volts. Then there is essential medicines, but try to bring OTC medicines with English translations. If you have to bring prescription medicines, it is recommended to bring an English doctor's order. Finally, it should be noted that the current regular free checked baggage limit is 2 pieces of luggage, both 23 kilograms. If you exceed the quantity or weight, you need to pay extra. Please pay attention. The current Canadian government's requirements for international travelers entering Canada are mainly divided into 3 points. The first point is the vaccinatio. The current list of vaccines approved by the Canadian government is as follows. Travelers who have received 2 or more doses of the above-mentioned vaccines must register their vaccination status with ArriveCan and carry proof of vaccination. The second point is the pre-departure inspection. The currently accepted inspection methods are as follows. Test needs to be completed within 72 hours before boarding, and a negative result is obtained. This information also needs to be filled in on ArriveCan. The last point is the quarantine plan. You need to prepare the quarantine plan and fill it out on ArriveCan. The above 3 information must be filled in ArriveCan within 72 hours before boarding. For detailed usage of ArriveCan, please contact Canatlantic for information. Entry is mainly divided into 6 steps. The first is to fill in the custom card. The information must be filled in truthfully. The second step is to see the customs staff. Please prepare the necessary materials and the entry card mentioned in the first part in advance. Customs officials usually ask for questions about the purpose of coming to Canada, what to bring, and the final destination. Please answer truthfully. If you encounter communication problems, you can ask if you can find a translator for help. Most international airports have professional translators to help passengers. After passing through customs, students who come to Canada for the first time need to obtain a study permit. Please look for an office with the word immigration next to the customs counter, and present the required documents for processing. After successfully obtaining the study permit, properly put away all materials except the boarding pass and passport as soon as possible to prevent loss. Next, please leave the customs. Go to the checked baggage carousel to pick up your baggage, and go to recheck to enter the waiting area again to wait for the flight to your final destination. Please note that every flight has a chance to be subject to COVID-19 testing. Please strictly follow the instructions of the airport staff. When necessary, please use translation equipment or translation services to communicate. Next is the journey to the final destination. Please quarantine strictly in accordance with the requirements of the destination government. Well, the above is the current process of entering Canada. The information in this video is for reference only. Please refer to the actual situation for specific conditions. If you have any questions, please contact Canatlantic. Our staff will always be here to answer you.